Made some widgets for my app in Jetpack Glance, and it's very complicated. First of all, to make any widget, you need to declare a receiver for that widget in your Android manifest. I have two widgets and I have two receivers. Then you need to initialize your widget receiver class. Before that, you need to update all your widget info in a separate XML file. These are pretty redundant, and depending on the user's home screen, you might not be needing so much configuration. It's like we have a choice, but it doesn't matter because there are a lot of different launchers out there, and they have separate ways of handling widgets. No matter what you do, I don't know, these are like a illusion of choice. And then resize mode, in some launchers I have noticed that they allow you to resize the widgets anyway. Then you need to declare a glance app widget receiver class. I am controlling the data in the widget using a habit widget repository. So it essentially contains the function to control the data in the widget and control the widget from another class, another repository. For example, in my habit repository, I am passing it an instance of the widget repository, and whenever a habit is deleted or inserted, it updates all the widgets like this. I'm using coin as my dependency injection library in this project, and it has a pretty simple coin component interface which you can extend in any class to get all the dependencies pretty easily like that. So yeah, in my actual widget, this is the main function, like the set content function in main activity, your main entry point of the widget. Then you have the provide content function from where the composable actually starts. So I'm collecting this widget repository, getting all the data I need as states. Coroutine scopes are possible in this composable instance, but a lot of other things are not possible. This glance theme is not like material theme. It has a separate class of color providers and all that. I tried using string resource here, but it doesn't work. The widget always crashes. There is no lazy row here. There is only a lazy column implementation. There is no lazy row, and in the end it's looking like this. This one is inspired from Duolingo, and yeah, you can scroll. Here we have a scroll bar. For some reason, it's just a scroll indicator. When you open the app and update widget, then it's reflected here like that. When it's between 0 to 10, so this emoji, and like that, so other emojis. Here in the text composable, I don't think these components will be called composables because they behave completely differently. I digged into it and it looks like Jetpack Glance is just a wrapper over XML. Every composable here is just getting translated into an XML view which is presented in the widget. So this is actually XML which is translated from Jetpack Compose, from this glance composable thingy. In if you have a list of suppose more than 5 items and you need to display it, then it will max out in rendering 5 items. It will not render more than 5 items. So here I have a column which has 6 rows. Each rows have 15 elements, 15 boxes inside them, and they are all padded. So it looks something like this. This spacer does nothing in a complex composable hierarchy like this, and it doesn't render everything. These are definitely not 16 columns, and these are definitely not 7 rows. I think there is some sort of a limit on how many nodes it's allowed to generate. That's all I have to say about Jetpack Glance. It is very different from normal composables, and I don't think people should be using Jetpack Glance because it definitely feels a lot alpha, and I think Google will eventually introduce a new library for widgets like it's doing for its navigation system.